That's a
Yes.
fine how do you do. Hi, chat. How you doing?
Hello, everybody.
You all sit down, seated comfortably with your snacks and your juice boxes and whatnot. Are you ready for more steamed Sams?
Team Sam's.
Um, the last man on Earth. That's okay. Who's that?
Exhaustion incarnate.
It Burb. How's it going, Miller?
It's going okay. Found out that, see, I knew that sometimes I have this thing where I fear working on things because I know I'm gonna get frustrated and mad and, like, I just don't want that for myself. And today I learned it's because I'm actually having a physiological reaction to myself getting frustrated.
Oh.
And I had a stress-induced headache this entire afternoon.
Ooh. That's no fun.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, they found Maltros.
Well, of course they found him. Before the stream even starts, they hit the, like, exclamation forms.
Oh, so they did. But yeah, Montrose West looks like Marion and Lois's love child.
See, I was saying, I think it's cute that they have the modeled look, but I'm just imagining now that they're like deer, where they have light spots on them when they're young that sort of fade away as they get older.
But I like them having spots.
Yeah, Miller.
Oh, if they just have spots hands down, then yeah, sure.
The Montrose has been yeeted. Oh, hi, Rick.
Hi,
Aye.
Rick. Can you say something again?
What?
What?
The green mouth.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Let me look. Hold on.
They have a green mouth.
Oh, that's right. I thought there was some sort of glitch, like it was a bad chroma key or something. But
No,
they have green flesh.
no, that's the fun thing, Jonas. There is no chroma key.
Nice.
The first pass at this app did have a chroma key, but we had issues when we had any character that had green in it.
Yeah.
So we ended up just making it so that it's a Windows window that is actually transparent.
Smart.
Is actually just a very weird and tricky hack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you set the width. You tell Windows that the width you need for the window is -1, and then for some reason that makes it invisible.
I see the chat is thoroughly indoctrinated into the new form.
Yeah, they're definitely enjoying it.
What's the word? Tenderizing.
Tenderizing. Oh my god.
Manhandling.
Are we gonna eat Montrose West?
Probably wouldn't be good.
I was gonna say, wouldn't that be poisonous? I don't know.
Oh, never.
I came up with this.
Maybe it's poisonous. They breathe, what was it, the carbon monoxide or something? So, like, there'd be a lot of carboxylic acid in the meat.
I come up with like a pseudoscientific reason for all the different like possible biologies and gas exchanges in HC, but it's not really necessary to enjoy the story. I was just like thinking about it.
They'll get a bald spot from all the petting. No, that's why Rick has every single one of his characters that big fro. It's to protect their head from all the petting.
It's a natural defense. The poof is a shield against the elements and also giant cartoon hands.
Giant cartoon hands and the visible eraser of the artist that's sticking in the frame that keeps erasing different limbs off their body.
Yeah. I'm not a stinker.
It's Chris says, "Are we gonna get more screaming tonight?" Yeah, sure. Here you go. Oh, you went much more for that than I did.
Well, you know.
I liked the explosion at the end.
Yeah. Go big or go home. So, how about that Twitch scene?
Yeah, Twitch has been a real interesting place in the last 24 hours.
Yep.
Chad, if you don't know, Twitch had a update to their community guidelines around nudity and sexual content on Twitch, where they basically updated their guidelines because they had some female adult actress got banned for 3 days because she had a very low-cut dress or something.
Right. It was like,
And
it
they're
was
just
like,
like,
a
this
tube-top.
is, yeah, they're, you know, she was just like, this is not okay. This is just discriminatory against women. And Twitch looked at it and they're like, you know what? Yeah, they're gonna let up on some of the restrictions for not safe for work content. And basically what they said is that one of the things they're doing is they're allowing for drawn or illustrated non-sexual nudity of breasts, buttocks, and or genitals.
Yeah.
And they are allowing for similar things of people who are presenting themselves in a non-sexual manner.
Yeah.
Now, the problem is a bunch of furries heard this and heard what like dudes on Twitter said, and they're like, "Oh, NSFW is just okay on Twitch now." And so for the last day, they've just been drawing straight up porn on Twitch, like it's Picardo or whatever that allows that sort of content.
Yeah.
Which Twitch still doesn't. And also, there's a lot of people who saw, you know, people drawing actually non-sexual nudity, and then still like reported them for stuff for it, even though it is within the guidelines. So.
Yeah. There were some bogus reports. Apparently, if you know, we're taking what the artists are saying at face value. But
So there's a lot of crossfire right now. There's a lot of like, wait, what is the line then?
it should be known that it's not just furries. They actually, I mean, there are definitely some like VTuber types beyond the furry sphere who got in trouble apparently. Including one or two high-profile ones, but I don't know.
Give an inch, take a mile.
It would be prudent to kind of just wait and let's see what shakes out of this before making any substantial changes. Because it seems like not everyone on Twitch moderation staff is fully up to date on this.
Yeah, I think that's another part of it.
Software has issues with people being able to just mass report as an attack.
Yeah.
Also, Boxer subscribed to Tier 1. Thank you, Boxer. And Zeronian Entity is rating with the party 2.
Hello.
Hello. What do you know?
I think the entire thing with mass reporting is that they do it enough, and they eventually hit a moderator who is not actually up to date on the new policy.
I think it is automated after a certain point, where it's just like Twitch is like better safe than sorry if so many people are saying something is wrong. Yeah, Deviant's Curse says apparently well-established Twitch partner got hate rated and banned for drawing it, despite being told it would be okay by a Twitch ambassador.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was also there. I'm sure there's an automated part to it where it does sort of take the cautious route and bans people if enough people report them. In which case they'll just say sorry and unban them later. But and then there's another part where it's what am I trying to say? Oh my god, the words left my mind.
Hydrate! Don't forget to hydrate.
Growing pains.
Well, apparently there are, I don't know if I believe this, but it says it right there, 7 million active streamers on Twitch. I don't know if I believe that. But anyway, if that's really true, then they have to automate moderation.
I don't think that means 7 million at the same time.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, that can't mean 7 million people.
That means
online.
Oh yeah.
I would believe 7 million people who have ever actually made a Twitch stream.
I guess.
Yeah.
Or at least 7 million accounts that have streamed.
Considering you can stream from your PS4 as like a built-in thing, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who got their PS4 Christmas Day 2 years ago, whatever, streamed once and then never again.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
There was this sudden jump around early 2020. I wonder why.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it's the Wild West right now. I'm avidly curious.
Okay.
I'm specifically monitoring some of the high-profile ones that were banned, and I'm waiting to see if they get unbanned.
It turns back
because then at least we know, okay, Twitch is on it at least. We'll see. It's fascinating, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird.
I never thought they'd do a move like this. Usually when corporations, change the policy, it gets tighter. It goes from we own you a little bit to we own all of you.
And on the other hand, Twitch does technically benefit from more people watching.
That's true. Yeah, that is true. And there's no such thing as bad publicity. Well, there is, but
So I think it's one of those things where it's when Tumblr was going through their thing about banning NSFW and stuff, a lot of that was tied to their advertisers and to their payment dealers, who were basically moralizing, telling them how it was going to be.
Yeah.
But I think the thing with Twitch is that because they have Amazon behind them, like, they don't need to worry too much, or they don't need to worry about as much about working off of the beck and call of their advertisers. Because at the very least, like, Amazon can just pay the advertising for this.
God.
If all the adverts on Twitch become adverts for Amazon, okay. Twitch still operates as a website and can still turn a profit.
Right.
You're alive?
Hellfire? What's going on?
Can't get over those lips.
Attack. They came out of nowhere. We can't hold out long. Fuck you! They're coming out of the goddamn walls. Quinn's dead. Charlie's team is
Oh, we
out
are
of position.
actually getting close to the end of the game, apparently.
Find a safe place and hole up. If anyone survives, we'll find you.
Shit! Hellfire!
Too
Hellfire?
many boops. Too many.
Is it too many boops? Is it? Oh yeah! Oh my god! It is slowing to a crawl.
I think it froze.
Oh, it did!
Nope, just
Oh,
It did briefly.
oh, there it goes. Okay.
Do I have... Hold on. Do I have too much stuff open? Let's see.
God, I was like, did we hit critical mass on the
I
boobs?
think Ren pined for is emptying his or her bank account.
They say I had like 54,000 to spend on this. I intend spending all of them.
I still have 288,000 channel points banked. I should probably eventually.
Wait, you have 288,000?
Yeah.
My God, Jonas.
Yeah, I don't.
So you're saying you haven't been petting Stowe West?
Well, all right, hold
What
on.
the hell is wrong with you? Why? How do you not? How are those not burning a hole in your pocket?
Because I don't think about them very much unless I actually look at that part of the screen.
Oh, I guess that's fair. You don't think about it, 40 hours a week as you continuously work on it?
Let me put it to you this way, Miller. If I could convert those to actual money, I probably.
Well, yes.
Now that I
What would
don't.
you rather have, money or petting West?
Here, look. I'm booping him. I'm even booping him twice. There, I booped. You're right, Boxer. I should do that.
He's booping it twice.
He's gonna find out who's boopy or nice.
I've definitely been boopy this year. But you all are boopier. And that's spoopy. I don't know what I'm saying. What am I saying?
I don't know. I think you've been juiced up, and now you're letting the juice speak.
I have been drinking the nice coffee, and it's nice.
Where's this one from? Is this like a Nicaraguan or Ecuadorian?
Shit. Hold on. Let me see what the source is. Give me a minute. I have to go to the website because I don't remember where the actual source is offhand. It's some like particular, like the Fruity roasteries always make a big deal of like this farm's at 5,000 feet elevation, and it's got a guy with a hat named Juan, and he's really nice. And when he shook his hand, just
like how online recipes have to have like a 20-page story before you actually get to the.
Hold on, let me go to the thing.
Snowdog says, been thinking Twitch has allowed nudity in games, so having it in art isn't too wild. Yeah, but I think that's... I don't know, to me that always felt more of just like, oh, there is nudity in certain games, and those games are popular, and Twitch ain't exactly about to leave out the profit it would make from, a Witcher or something coming out and people wanting to stream it.
Yeah.
Even if, like, the opening scene of Witcher 3
Test.
I can hear you, Fed.
Yes, hello, Frederick. The opening scene of Witcher 3 is, Geralt with his dong out in the bath.
Good lord.
Like we mentioned last time, the Baldur's Gate character creation.
Yeah, that's also one where people were just like, ah! Every time they were like, wait, what do you mean nudity mode? And they toggled it and their characters just immediately had their bits out and they're like, oh my god.
To answer your previous question, Miller, the coffee is Colombian. It's from a region called Huila. It's made using the wet process. The producer is 100 growers of Grupo Villa Esperanza. And it's grown at 1,400 to 1,900 meters above sea level. What do you think about that?
Will they allow to stream the strip club from GTA 6? I don't think so. Because...
What about the hot coffee mod?
Definitely not a hot coffee mod.
The hot coffee mod doesn't even have any nudity in it. That was completely overblown.
Again, their thing is non-sexual. I think Galgun is still banned. Hot coffee is still banned. I think strip clubs are probably still banned because they also specified in that thing that streaming from an IRL strip club is not allowed, or any real life adult entertainment location.
But that's real life. That's different.
What if you streamed from a strip club, but like you just kept the camera firmly on the table while you were doodling stuff? Just like, oh man, these girls look so hot doing their pole dances. I'm going to describe it, you know. And then when you're just like sketching like stick figures or something. Wow, I can't believe she could bend like that, you know.
Figure says, what happens if you're playing Tears of the Kingdom and you find a Ganon mid suavemente?
Suavemente.
Boxer says, hot coffee mod, question mark? Yeah, so there was a mini game in GTA San Andreas that got cut from the final game, that it was a sex mini game. You had to like press buttons to a beat in order to do thrusting and stuff. And that got cut from the final game, but somebody found a version that had like a prototype of it, or had some other like extra thing of it. But they basically found the cut code and then re-implemented it. And that was called the hot coffee mod.
I thought some of the code, at least, was still in the game. It's just
one of those things.
out.
Yeah, you can't completely clean it out. You know, it's like those. If you've ever seen people who make video games talk
that's
on Twitter,
why
they're just like,
they forced Rockstar to do a re-release of the game so it wouldn't be rated adult.
yeah. Yeah, you can't completely clear it out. If you've ever heard game designers talk on Twitter or whatever, they're just like, there's this cube that lives 1,000 meters away from the level and it's out in the middle of nowhere, and I don't know why, I don't know how, but when I delete this cube, the game stops working. So this cube is just gonna be there forever now.
I don't get it though. Miller, isn't there some way to like trace linkages in programming to?
Not always.
Okay.
Sometimes you just lose track of dependencies.
Okay. It's just weird to me to think that like there's this. It's like this thing that like you don't know why it holds everything together, but it just does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, ask me how I know that.
Yeah.
Today.
It's like that. It's like that. Scary story about the guy who, you know, he takes the wife's ribbon off of her finger and her head falls off, or whatever. I forget exactly how that goes, but you know what I'm talking about.
Finger says I can confirm that even when using a debugger, sometimes the code just does whatever.
Coding was magic. Yeah. I thought friendship was magic.
No code. Yeah, coding is a black magic.
Yeah, coding definitely feels like some kind of Sith bullshit, you know?
I spent 4 hours today trying to get a single rest command to work.
Wow. No rest for the wicked. I remember an interview with Valve developers talking about when they pulled Half-Life 2 Koba to make Alex more, finding notes in the code like, what even is this? Or fix after E3 2002. Whoops.
Yep. Please fix this. This is hacky. Committed 20 years ago. Look, man, sometimes hacky stuff works.
Are there limitations to, like, git commit records? Like, after a while, do they just disappear or something? Like, how does it work?
I don't know. I would assume that whatever systems they were using for Half-Life 2 were not Git based.
Yeah.
Hell, I don't even know if SVN was around at that time. And I used SVN at one of my recent employers, and ugh, it was so old. There's nothing more permanent than a temporary fix that works. Yeah, I've heard that before.
Put your finger in the in the damn leak and just stand there forever.
Yep.
Team Songwriter says, don't get me started on Python defense debugging. Nobody likes Python.
Again, this is the thing of, like, when you have weakly typed languages, it's like, oh yeah, it's really easy and really fast to write a thing that's, like, 50 lines long. But as soon as you get to, like, 200 lines, you're like, what the fuck does anything do?
Right.
Where does this connect to? What is it doing? What is it calling? Why is it getting this thing instead of this thing? What is going on? What is this type supposed to be? Ah!
Well, I mean, can't you just, like, have, really obvious named, variables and such? Like, so you know what it is just by what it's named, maybe?
That's the thing with the
bad?
weakly typed language is you can't, usually.
Oh, well, shit.
You have to just be like, what is this thing? It's a variable. Okay, but what kind of variable? It's a variable. I need to know what kind it is. It is a variable. It does variable things.
It's a variable type.
And it's like, ah.
I know one dude who's super into Python, and he actually helped me write a simple Python sorting program.
Also, people are terrible at naming things, as Simon Tesla. That too.
That's true. Like me and layers.
Yeah. One of the, I've definitely heard that one of the hardest things to do in programming when you're writing certain kinds of programs is just trying to name things.
Well, I mean, if I'm actually taking the time to do that, I kind of go general to specific. I would be
okay, but what's the actual nouns and verbs you should use?
Well, I mean, it depends on the particular scenario, but when I was doing the reactive avatars, I would be Jonas _ speaking _ full size. It says code construct Hergelberg equals 125. I would never say it to 125. Shame on you.
Yeah, he wouldn't say 125. He would say 1 less than 6 minus 3.
And I'd probably throw a pie in there somewhere. I like pie. It's tasty. I'm enjoying making stuff go meow in Scratch, but we'll see what happens if I ever actually try to do any serious programming.
Oh yeah, Chat says, another thing I like about programming is that now I understand what ! equals sign means. Yeah, explanation in most programming languages, the exclamation mark means not. It means the opposite of.
To. Right. Yeah.
So yeah, so exclamation equals sign is not equal to.
Right.
And then 2 equal signs means is equal to. 3 equal signs is equivalent to. 1 equal sign is set to.
Miller, have you ever played around with nodes in Blender?
I have not.
Okay. It's funny because there's a lot of programming-y stuff in there. You can have fields that represent Boolean values and stuff like that.
I've done some stuff, but usually in shader graph or shader code. That's the closest I've probably gotten.
Yeah. It has things that are similar to sort of if-then statements where you can get the true false value of a given like geometry or part of an object or whatever, and say if this is the case, then do this. It's weird, yeah. And people, that's how people do stuff like the dynamic, like the geonodes that build streets or trees or, whatever.
Legatron says, Miller, have you considered learning quantum physics? Seems less complicated. Oh, I know that too.
Do you actually know about quantum physics?
I know a little bit.
Nice.
I know about subatomic excitations and I forget what the actual name of it is, but like the spring fields.
Springfield?
Fields of springs. It's
You mean where the Simpsons live?
It's like the quantum pressure or something.
Oh.
You have the 6 different types of subatomic particle interactions.
Oh, you mean like lime, strawberry, coconut? And, Tutti frutti. I like it when the particles go. I like that. Kieran says you're not a real programmer. Go ahead.
Wait,
No, go
does the
ahead.
game just have festive stuff everywhere?
Fed, I think that's because it reads like I think it was Miller maybe that said it reads the system time and then just adds Christmassy stuff at the appropriate date. I don't know.
That's my assumption.
Yeah.
Astaroth says technically you could become anything, just learn how to do it. You know what? You're right. I'm gonna become like those guys I hear about in all those podcasts. I'm gonna become a serial killer.
Yay! You can become anything, but is it necessarily worth your time?
That's true. Any one of us could become the Dung Eater, but do you want to be?
The what now?
The loathsome Dung Eater.
I'm sure I'm down with that. Does it have like a shield up here? Oh, never mind.
Yeah. She has a shield that like redirects projectiles. She's a goddamn Slaaneshi psyker.
Kieran says I took C double plus when I was going to college. Good for you.
Sorry, C double plus makes me giggle.
It's fine, whatever you phrase.
It's C plus plus.
Yours C plus. No, I know. It's
I am not. I am C sharp.
Yeah, sharp. Yeah, I know.
Ha 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 ha.
I've been trying to remember this one programming joke that I saw a while ago. I think it was somebody making a joke programming language, and then they had an example in it where they put in an equation, but it only used one equal sign, so it set the value of that equation to no, it set the value of a number to a different number.
Huh. Nice.
Yeah, if you have a really bad language, you might write, instead of checking to see, oh, is this number equal to this number, you might write something like 4 equals 3, and then now it has created an object named 4, and its value is 3. Oh, there you go, Deviant's Curse. We got screaming. We got kamikazes.
Go fill the car.
Oh boy. Turns out, Rick's playing My Summer Car today. He's gonna be building a car. He's gonna be building his very own Swedish jalopy.
Swedish?
Yeah. Have you seen the game My Summer Car?
No.
It is a game where you're in like a backwoods town in Sweden in like the summer of, I want to say summer of 88 or 89.
If in the summer of 69.
Okay, not that far back.
Alright.
But yeah, it's like the late 80s or something, and like it's the fucking middle
Can't carry
of
more than
nowhere.
one canister. How am I carrying all these guns then?
Yeah.
Jonas, I was muted at the time, but I wanted you to know I sang along.
Oh, thank you. I felt it in my heart.
Astro says, isn't it Finland, not Sweden? Oh, it might be. Look, I've not played the game myself. I don't recognize the difference between different Nordic countries.
Finland, Sweden, what's the difference? Just kidding. I'm kidding. I know there's a difference.
If you give me somebody who...
Is Norwegian not in Sweden?
Oh my god. No, it's I have several Scandinavian friends who have pointedly corrected me on the differences.
The one that there's also Sweden and Switzerland getting confused a lot by Americans.
Okay, Sweden's got the IKEA and you know they've got the furniture and the lingonberries. Norway's got the mountains and the oil and the skiing, and Finland's got, you know,
This car.
lots of introverts.
Glug, glug, motherfucker. Damn, looks like I'm gonna need some more.
Like, what was the thing I saw recently that was like Sweden or Finland? Their country is so flat and boring that they've added playrooms to their trains so kids don't get bored.
Oh. Okay, so the thing about Finnish people, like, I've known a few of them, and like, the impression I get is that they're really modest and they're really chill, and you would never want to piss them off ever. Okay, just oh.
The gentle giant.
Yeah.
Star Trek Kitty says, is the Montrose new? Just popped in. Yes, this is the first night with Montrose. I hope you enjoy his company. I'm sure Rick would also say something of the ilk.
Yes.
So fluffy. Do they also blush from their ears, or was that just a wrinkle thing?
No, they also blush it from their ears.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
And it's like a greenish blush.
Yes.
Like green lines around the ears.
It's a greenish blush because they got all that carbon in their blood.
Gonna need a few more.
Which is a real thing, actually. If you have somebody here on Earth who dies from, like, asphyxiating in their garage or something, and they're because they basically suffocated in carbon dioxide.
Right.
If you do an autopsy on them, their blood will be green.
Still gonna need
Chemistry's
more gas
weird.
than that.
There's one reaction. I've seen videos. I don't remember what the hell it is, but it's, you can get this freaking
You can put like copper in blood, and if it's aliens, it'll start like moving around.
yeah, the blood will screaming and then start like wiggling on the lab floor. No, there's
Well,
one
I chose
reaction.
an interesting time to come in, as usual.
You also chose a very
Stoker.
interesting name to take. I wonder why they have that now.
I don't think Jack can see it because the tail.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, I started.
Yeah.
I had this one yesterday. Stoker likes Twitch now.
Yeah.
Although apparently it's a little bit more of a chaotic rollout than I realized. So
Yeah, that's what we were afraid of.
yeah, we need to figure out what's actually happening. Apparently, and so do other people.
Stoker,
Penny,
do you still like
Penny's
Twitch
gonna-
with the new ban wave and stuff?
Yeah, I was just saying. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this all.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's
You
it.
know what?
That's what
We talked about that a lot at the start of the stream.
This actually calls for. Let's see.
Well, maybe you should change your name, Stoker.
Stoker is slightly positive about Twitch now.
Stoker's Twitch interest is peaked. Or Stoker's interest
There, my
is
name
peaked
has
in
been
Twitch.
changed.
Might
Can't,
like
can't see that on stream.
It says Stoker might like Twitch now.
Start with an A, then you'll be at the top of the list.
That's good, but not quite enough.
Yeah, I got it, Sam.
Montrose West looks like they don't quite believe what's happening. Like, okay. Like, well, all right.
You want to pet me? I mean, I guess. I don't know.
Ashtroth is yeeting Rick just so they can see my name.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah, just get him right out of the way.
Deviant's Curse says, is it just me or is the audio popping a bit?
Game audio or our voices?
Yes.
Or both.
Look at my own levels.
Well, it sounds fine to 3 other people, so it may be
Yeah.
Deviant's Curse's speakers.
I'm always paranoid about Windows updates fudging my sound settings.
And
Because
nervous
it
about
do that.
Windows updates just breaking anything,
Yeah.
as they tend to do.
Don't you love it when you shut off all the notification bullshit, and then when this creeps a little tiny around the corner, like, hey, we've got some tips for you. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! You know, like,
Sorry, Jonas. Could you repeat that last part?
that was it. Windows is like, hey, we've got some tips for you. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
More fill up should do it.
Thank you. I like when I tell Windows Update to not automatically update, and then, like, it does when I have stuff opened and unsaved.
God.
It's like, cool, that's exactly what I told you not to do.
Uh-huh.
Detroit Steel, baby. Hallelujah.
Just gonna drive across the desert like that, okay?
Why not? Always a Nimbat.
Nimbat West is so good. I am going to boop,
Oh, come on.
and I am going
Don't do this to
to head pat.
Roscoe says, Rick, would it be an impossible task to give West's legs or just a pain? Look, if we gave all the West legs, we'd have to find people to get legs from. And, well, that can get awkward. I mean, you can't just buy legs at the leg store. You gotta source them from somewhere. Maybe
Yeah,
from all those
that's
Star
right.
Fox characters, they get, the metal legs.
You can't just buy legs from the leg store. You gotta specifically go to the morgue,
There's a
pick out your
waiting
legs from the
period.
supply.
You gotta sign all these forms.
You have to sign the I'm not a Frankenstein doctor, waiver.
I promise to use this only for selfish purposes and not to further science, because apparently that's evil.
Yeah.
So, if you lie on any of those and they find out, you won't have a leg to stand on.
Oh. Oh, you
Um,
guys want to see 8th grade? Hang on. Oh, it's on cooldown. Shit.
Yeah, change it to Nimbat. A, so people have to burn another 5,000 points to get their Space Martin back. And B, so we can see Stoker's name.
What's the cooldown cycle again?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Oh. Lame. No, it's fine.
Would you consider attacking one at a time?
no.
If only I could donate any of my 288,000 points to other people. So sad.
I
Nope.
thought you were gonna say if only I could donate any of my 230 bones.
No, I need all of those.
Gosh, Jonas, why does your mom let you have so many bones?
I don't know. I'm into the whole being a vertebrate thing. Well,
Vertebrates are in right now.
People normally have 206. So what are those extra 24 bones from, Jonas?
those are my coffee bones.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. I provide no further explanation.
Ask a silly question.
Joe, you don't have
Jonas
those?
got spliced with a shark, and so now he has teeth that are constantly growing.
Ah.
So he just always has 24 extra teeth, just
Yeah.
growing in behind the other ones.
Yeah.
It's incredibly painful at all times.
These are cursed thoughts.
Yeah.
These
I like how
cursed
Jonas is
thoughts.
happy, excited. Yeah, stopped at that point.
Yeah. Sometimes you got too many bones in your body.
Well, you know what, Jonas? It's a good thing you have so many bones in your body. Now you could donate some of them.
No, they're my bones. You go get-
Jonas, you
go
can't
get-
be you can't be a bone hoarder.
Yeah. You just watch me. I'm keeping all my bones. Anyone tries to steal them, I'm gonna poke them in the eye.
No.
Yep. I'm trying to process for certain you can bonate some of them. Oh, I don't get it.
It's like being a Klingon. You just got redundant bones. You know, you've got like 3 tibias and like 4 femurs.
I thought you could see 30 titties. I'm like, really?
Yes,
Miller.
you also have like 15 collarbones to hang your titties from.
It's a terrifying mental image. You ever notice how they've tried to redesign the Klingons, and then in some in some versions they just kind of quietly walk it back a little bit.
Yeah. There's been, what, 3 Klingon designs, right? So there's the original series designs where it's like, oh, okay, they're supposed to be Russians.
Right.
There was the blue people Klingons.
Right. Yep. Hmm.
And then there was Next Generation Klingons, which
Yeah.
have kind of become the stock standard.
And then they also did kind of try to do something in the Abrams movies. I don't know.
Oh, did they? I don't even. remember what
hold on, let me-
Abrams Klingons looked like.
Here, I'll find you an example. Hang on. Didn't change them a lot, but here, I'll show you.
So I'm looking at Sirius Sam 4 and apparently it takes place in Rome. I'm curious now.
Where are they all running off to?
Somehow, Fed, I doubt it will be entirely accurate. Just a hunch.
Here they
What are
come.
you screaming for? The pain hasn't even started yet.
Also, will you feel bad if he blows up the Coliseum or something?
What a question to ask.
Take that, Caesar! I don't know.
Oh no, I remember what happens in Serious Sam 4. Rick, is this the
blows
game
up
you
the
want to play
Coliseum.
in the future, or can I say?
I do want to play it in the future.
Okay. No, I remember one scene in that game that is very fucking hilarious. I might still say it anyway because it's not really a spoiler for anything, and like actually doing it is much more entertaining than just knowing about it. It's you had to fight the aliens. Of course, you're in Rome. This is a serious game. You gotta fight the aliens. You find out they have way more weapons than you do, way more numbers than you do, and you're not really gonna be able to fight them on foot. So you try to get some help, and you put out a call for help on like the military network or something, and you get a response from the Pope, and the Pope offers you his Pope mech.
Of course.
So you drive the Pope mech.
I mean, we all knew he had that. Didn't we? Yeah.
I mean, I think
That's what
I
you're
think he
supposed to
says-
call it instead of the Pope Mobile.
No, I think they do call it the Pope Mobile, and then you arrive in, and then you're just like, oh, it's a mech.
See, I'm just picturing like the Megas XLR bot, but with the Pope Mobile on the top.
Wait,
I don't
you guys
think that's
didn't
far
know
off.
about the Pope mech. Thought that was common knowledge.
Yeah, it's just common knowledge that Hideo Kojima has been creating the Pope mech for the last 6 years. Francis gave up his motorcycle so that he could have the mech.
He's doing a thing with Jordan Peele. Like, they were talking about the Game Awards.
Yeah, they're forming Voltron.
Yeah, thank you. No, they're doing like a game together.
With Jordan Peele, huh?
Apparently, yeah. Hold on, I was sort of tuning it out because I was like working on commissions and like listening to it out of the corner of my eye. I can do that. Jordan Peele and Hideo Kojima are working on a horror game called OD.
Oh, Kojima and Jordan Peele. See, I thought you said the Pope and Jordan Peele.
Yes, the
working on
Pope and
video
Jordan
game,
Peele.
And I was like,
look at the horror
what?
game. Yeah. Get that Catholic horror game going. Not here, if you want to see it.
But yes, Kojima and Jordan Peele, yes, I can absolutely see that. I think they both had that same thing of like, we know when to be serious and we know when to be funny.
Yeah, I
And
put
we
the
do not
video-
take ourselves too seriously.
Yeah, no, I
Know
put the
when to
video
be
in there.
serious, and we know when to be Sam.
You know what I'm saying? The popping has stopped. Oh, good. We all like it.
Popping is stopped.
Hey, it's rude.
Yeah, I think it's been like 10 minutes now.
Okay. But I don't know. I mean, the sun was in my eyes. Look at all those rocks with their normal naps.
Normal maps.
Fake normals.
See, why do you say that? And now my mind immediately thinks like Lucille Ball gets an office job. She's working at a video game studio, and she's told she needs to make some baked normals for this thing. And then she goes away, and a few hours later, she comes back with a whole bunch of like cupcakes.
Why is that in picture? Okay, no, they're cupcakes, but they're all weirdly textured.
No, they're cupcakes,
So
but
if
they're
there's
that.
normal maps, what are abnormal maps?
They're the blue, cyan, and purple of normal maps.
Yeah.
It's like she's like, I googled them and it looks like this, but then I didn't understand how you bake them, so I just made some cupcakes and colored them like that.
I hate how easily I can picture this.
Is that the thing where like you forgot to install Unreal Engine or something?
No, that's just a missing texture. The pink and black checkerboard you get when you're missing a source game.
Yeah. Basically, right, the short version is all those rocks don't have all the little crags and whatnot, but they look like they do because of normal maps.
So they're lying.
They are.
Yes.
They're bitter.
Literally,
hollow
99% of all video game design is lying cleverly.
Yeah.
How dare they? Every one of those should be a polygon.
Yeah, because that wouldn't make Rick's CPU explode. There's also bump maps, which are just like single dimensional height data, and then there's displacement maps, which I think are like actually making the texture more complicated. But I don't think you would want to use those in a game.
You can use them in the game, but only in a game where you're specifically going for extremely high fidelity.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably not, especially when Serious Sam 3 came out. That was probably not a thing.
When was this game? Actually, I can just look them up.
It's like 2006 or 7.
It says 2011.
2011.
I was gonna say early 10s.
They put in all your base joke in this one?
Yeah.
They're nerds. They're big nerds.
Microsoft Windows on November 22nd, 2011. And then it released again November 17th, 2020 for the Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and PS4. Oh, and there were some other releases in the middle there, but I'm keyed into the fact that this game released in 2020, the Switch.
Yeah.
I guess maybe that's not too unreal, right? This was... Oh wait, this was November 22nd, 2011. So this was, This was, 11 days AS, after Skyrim, as all gamers know the clock.
You know exactly what the day Skyrim was released?
Well, yeah, Skyrim was 11/11/11. Like, I'm never not gonna remember that.
Okay.
Skyrim
Now
was
I
November
won't
11th, 2011. Like, they got that date, and it has effing worked out for them for forever.
Yeah. I have one or two friends who are absolutely cuckoo for Skyrim.
Yeah.
That's all.
I go back to it every now and again.
I liked it when it came out. It was great at the time. I'm not enjoying that it's like this forever thing that they just re-release it on every single
Oh, I'll
system.
never rebuy it, but going back to the original version I bought,
Yeah.
Todd Howard's not getting another dime for it.
Yeah, you tell
Buy
him.
it again.
Nick the Drago says, "Is it me or does he look very smooshable?" Yes.
Smoochable or smooshable?
Yes.
The two are not mutually exclusible.
That's truceable.
Still hoping for Sereth and or Snake Quest.
Still want to see Missing No West.
Alright, we have now gotten it down to 45 minutes between revealing a new form and somebody asking for another new form.
I've already asked for that one. That doesn't count.
That does count. People are insatiable.
Okay, but the snakiness could go along the bottom of the screen.
Meh. You could frame the screen. You could make it really long and just have it like the the color
That's
going all the way
true,
down. and
because we
resting.
have the full screen now. You could make a snake form that goes across the whole screen.
The longest voice.
Would Snake West be called Snest?
Yes.
Ashley says, "I don't get the attraction of Skyrim. It's so bland." Well, here's the thing. It's bland now because everybody fucking copied it because it was really good. When it came out, it was very cool.
Also, let me build a house, and any game that lets me do that has some level of attention from me.
Yeah, that's true. You can get the one DLC for it. I think that's the one DLC I did not have when I owned it for console.
You know, it's
No, that's not true. I didn't have the one that you talked to, like the previous Dragonborn or whatever either.
Dragonborn?
I think so.
Can you get cool customizable stuff for your house? Like curtains and shit?
I don't think you can get curtains, but you can make like tables and stuff, and you can like choose different wing designs. So you could have like a alchemy tower or like a expansive kitchen, a guest bedroom, that kind of thing.
Steven Square says, and snake milk would be called snilk.
Ugh. Don't like that.
So by that logic, would a snake MILF be a snilf?
Yes, it would.
Another one.
People do milk snakes, but it's more for their venom.
It's true. So they can make keep you from dead juice.
It's my favorite juice.
Oh, come on. These enemies aren't even that fun to fight against. They're just very slow. At least I got that one.
Just put a cannonball in its face.
Makes it go faster.
Or games could use cannonballs.
I'm glad that if we are talking about snakes, that we're talking about the Sereth, because chat's bringing up Snurch and Snilk and Snilfs, and I'm just like, you know what? I'd be okay with Sereth because the Sereth has none of these.
What if all the HC races talked like cartoon cliched versions of their base species, like the Sereth all sounded like this, and you know the
You telling me they don't?
What
Did
do
you
the
my
Kusa
dreams?
sound like, Jonas?
what are they?
I mean, the Kusa sound like My Neighbor Totoro.
Oh God.
Rocho.
And the Jardians sound like like
I hate Mondays.
They either sound like that, where they're just going meow all the time, or literally it's just LeVar Burton is speaking for every single one of them.
Don't know why. When you said LeVar Burton, I did not expect you to finish it with LeVar Burton. I expected you to be like Laverne and Shirley.
Laverne and Shirley. They're like Laverne and Shirley, all of them. Chanel, Shemaza, how's the favorite? Okay.
Just Buck just says, "Are you sure, Miller?" Yes, I am extremely sure that the species that has no gender, is asexual, and has no concept of mythology does not, in fact, have a church or MILFs.
Well, that was before they met other races.
Yeah, that was before I landed and started proselytizing for the Church of MILFs.
The real question
have you heard the good
let
news
us worship
about,
the orbs.
Have you heard the good news about massive mommy milkers?
Oh my god.
I remember someone brought up that tweet from a while back, like 10 years ago, from Drill, that they're like, oh, this guy was ahead of his time, and he just tweeted genderless MILFs.
It's amazing.
You don't have to be a mom to be a MILF.
That's true.
I used to follow someone on Twitter. I may still on one of my secret accounts, who was a camera model, shall we say, and her display name on Twitter for the longest time was Childless MILF.
Wow.
I really enjoyed her for her sense of humor, among other things. She also had like an entire song that she wrote based on all the weird DMs she'd gotten, and she recorded herself playing the song, like on her guitar and singing it, and the song was like, "Hi, hey, hello. Will you fuck me? Hi, hey, hello."
Wow.
Oh, good. They clipped my mommy milkers line.
Chat.
And by they, I mean Boxer.
Yeah.
Of course it's Boxer.
It's always been Boxer.
It's always been Wickersham.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot imagine going through this on even moderate difficulty. This just looks
This looks grueling.
Silly.
awful.
It looks like a scene from Lion King.
Yeah. I sure do remember when all the, the lady-armed aliens showed up in the Lion King and started, cutting up Simba and everybody.
Yeah, and then at the end, Bob Newhart woke up in bed next to Zira.
Yeah.
God, has anyone ever drawn? This would be such a stupid.
No, it'd be
deep
Bob
cut.
Newhart wakes up in bed next to James Earl Jones.
Just keep running. Just ignore all of them. Run to the next supply point.
Don't worry, honey. Go back to bed.
Ah, more cannonballs. Oh, see ya.
Oh, right, that's right. I was looking up these games.
Okay.
There's a spooky game bundle on Humble Bundle, and I want to see if any of them are anything I'd be interested in.
Yeah.
They have the mortuary assistant on there, and I already knew that I was interested in that one. I told you about the mortuary assistant, right?
Oh, you did, yeah.
Seeing some people stream that game, it is freaky.
Yeah, doesn't it look great?
It's just one of those horror games where like it keeps doing creepy things out of the corner of your eye, and I've never, from the streams I've seen of it, it never turns the corner. It just keeps doing the little creepy things, and that's it.
This sparks joy in the Stoker.
You like it when it doesn't turn the corner and it just keeps doing the little creepy things?
See, this is the thing, okay? This is the thing.
It never becomes horror.
This is the thing. Inevitably, even if it has to wait for a patch or an update, inevitably, something is going to happen. But you have no idea what it is or when. And that is what makes my little inner goblin so delighted.
Oh, you call it the little goblin. See, I call it my internal anxiety.
And then it got real.
It is definitely a thing I know about myself that I'm kind of bad in, is that even in a game that's sort of new, and like it would be nice to learn new things about the game as you go along and actually play it, I will still go and sift through the game's wiki and try to like know everything beforehand.
Yeah.
Like I did that with Lethal Company. Like I already know all the monsters in that game and how you're supposed to interact with them, and yet I've not even bought the game yet.
I'll go in cold and then get pissed off and then go to the wiki. Like with Mr. Brain.
I'm pretty sure that at this point I should just keep running forward.
Probably.
Boxer says that's cheating. No, that's researching. That's taking the greatest advantage you can take and coming into a situation while being prepared.
Yeah, remember, it's you versus the developer.
I mean, there's a lot of developers who consider that exactly how they design the game.
Cheating is only when you're like, okay, I'm using Wiimote or something now. That's cheating.
Cheating is only when you're using functionality that was not included in the game that the developer made.
Right.
Cheating is only when you're not doing it for fun.
Exactly. I've probably talked about this before, but when I first heard about Game Genie back in the day, I was just like, I took out my Nintendo cards and sneered at them. And I was like, hey, what's up now? Then we rented it from Blockbuster, and I was like, ha ha ha! Just had this moment of triumph. I looked at the bank of 8 letters that I could enter, and I was like, yes, the keys to truth. I didn't actually do any of that, but I mean, it's fun to retroactively imagine kid me doing that.
Even more fun to imagine adult you doing that.
That's right.
There should be a lot more enemies behind me.
Yeah, I like even Sam is like, nah, fuck this, I'm just running.
Sam's like, oh man, are you serious?
I want to see somebody beat that on the hardest difficulty.
Whenever we do leave the company, Miller should be on the front line. No, GC should be on the front line. He's the swashbuckler.
No, I would absolutely stay in the ship and be the guy who's calling shots over the radio and activating the turrets and stuff. Oh boy!
You guys having an ugly contest? I'll make it easy for you. You both win.
Oh, Sam!
God, this is like a Schwarzenegger line.
Are you having an ugly contest?
Congratulations, you both win.
And the prize is bullets!
Yeah. Yep.
Good times.
Who needs child?
Jetpack. Did that just say jetpack? Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
You know it's crazy when the jetpack is broken out. Have they ever made a game that starts
No,
out
they've
as
never
like,
made a game.
Okay, fine. No, but have they ever made a game that starts out pretending like it's like a dating sim or something, and then it suddenly becomes an FPS?
Oh, FPS. I thought they were gonna say horror game, and I was gonna be like, boy,
Well,
let
no,
me tell ya.
yeah. No, I mean, I know
There's
you,
this
but-
one really famous example.
Yeah, no, I know, yeah, I don't know about that. But no, I'm just thinking about like other weird ways you could subvert that. I can't, you know, I want to go out with you, but I need to murder you. What?
His health's going up.
Oh. Oh yeah. Well, it's sort of. Okay, yeah, it's going up.
I know there's a FPS that's also a typing game.
You can't touch the sands.
That is brutal.
Ow.
Other sound that's really amusing to me. Oh!
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 Dang it,
Oh! I'll tell you what.
That's a clean burning hell.
These goddamn aliens better get off my planet, or else I'm gonna destroy them with my clean burning propane flamethrower.
Oh!
Aren't they bringing back King of the Hill? Or did
Yes.
they already have it? Okay.
Yes, they're bringing it back.
But they
I have-
had an actual finale.
Ending? Yes,
the
I
show.
know. I know. It's still coming back.
Right, we live in the age of streaming where nothing ever really dies, unfortunately.
Except for things you want, because then they disappear from your all stream platforms forever.
It had a good ending. Quite.
Yeah, and one of the major voiceover performers is dead now.
Oh,
so
yeah. Feels bad.
Gribble?
Yeah, Dale Gribble.
Oh, okay, that's right. I forgot about Dale. Two of them then.
Who's the other one?
Is that the
Luann.
final boss?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
Not step on their grave by making the show. Instead
Yeah,
of just
well,
letting
obviously
it-
we can't do that. So
Oh, obviously, you're right. I completely forgot that obviously we cannot have a modicum of respect.
nope.
Look,
What you gonna do with all that junk? All that junk. Do you ever hear that, Jonas? It was
Yes,
the Alanis Morissette
Yes.
cover.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
She's just like putting her entire soul into it. She's like, "What you gonna do with all that ass?"
All of your rockets are just flying past him.
Yeah, I know. What am I supposed to do here?
I think the worm
Well,
is healing
aim more
him,
to
or
the
he's
side of
healing
where it is.
off the worm. So you gotta find a way to kill the worm.
To walk without it.
Rhythm, you have it or you don't. That's a fallacy. I'm in them. Every child is tree, every child is leaf.
God. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Look for a pile of poles near the large structure in the center of the arena.
There aren't any structures.
Here, you need to pick up a pole and then shove it in his back.
You need to pick up a pole and shove it.
Yeah, I was
Ow.
wondering. Okay.
There's no mechanic for that.
Fly up to his back while he's wrestling with the worm and toss the pole into his back by hitting the fire key. You'll know you can do it when you see a red pole outline on his back.
Oh.
Okay, what pole?
Yeah, what pole? I don't see any pole.
The entire field has been blasted flat.
There are just some piles of poles.
Piles of poles.
Like just piles of metal rods. I think it's like those red flashing things.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Unconventional, but you'll do.
And then while he's wrestling
wait for
with
him
the
to
worm,
fight the worm, which he's gonna go do here now, it looks like. Looks like you gotta do that a couple more times. Woo!
Yay.
Unexplained game mechanics. Yay! That don't at all utilize the gameplay you've been doing this entire several hours.
your goal is to put enough poles in the back. Generally, 3 to 5 are needed, depending upon your skill level.
So 5. Oh, I see. They're being thunder rod or lightning rods. He's getting zapped in the back.
You've been thunderstruck! Alright.
Yes, because when I think desert, I think lightning storms. When there's just darkness in the sky but no actual clouds.
Well, he is a tough one.
He's still regenning, but now he's taking a lot of damage whenever the lightning strikes.
Ow.
Like that.
Alright.
And that's how we do it on planet Earth, you overgrown space cockroach.
And off he goes.
My planet needs me.
Hey, is your dad home? Yeah, tell him Sam's coming over to play, and by play, I mean kill him. Why, yes. As a matter of fact, I am.
Oh, he said the thing.
He did.
I gotta get to that time lock right now. I'll see you in 3000 BC, mental. You motherfucker.
Oh, that's the plot of Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Congratulations, you win. The Earth is destroyed.
Well, let's be honest. It had it coming. Well, that was an ending.
I mean, it's a prequel.
Yeah.
They still haven't finished the story.
Astra says the Kurjisak to explain the moves well done on us like that. Yeah, the Roche limit would force it to become like.
This fucking Dapper Hunsky guy has been shown like 12 times already in the credits.
But yeah, the Roche limit would force it to like break up and become like a ring system. Although it was still a bunch of it would still fall to Earth.
So it's a prequel because he travels back in time and then the first 2 games happen and he changes history.
Yes.
Makes perfect sense to me. In as much as this game makes sense.
Jason, Rodzilla. Rodzilla.
Lib squish.
Alright, I'm back. Did anything... Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The Sam has serious.
Yeah, it got very serious.
Bird Whisperer, Rick Stoltz.
I'm not even sure that this actually fits the canon.
So where does this put Talos Principle on the timeline?
Nice.
Trust says there's a secret in one of the first levels where you go find the devs and shoot them.
Yeah.
What?
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Then there's a DLC.
Oh, there is?
A Dilk?
A Dulk.
It's the Dilk. It's time for us to play the Serious Sam sex update.
Set a course for R&R?
You read my mind. I'm thinking massage, steak, hot tub. Or maybe it should be hot tub steak.
Whoa, not so fast, Kimasabi. I got orders coming in. Wilson here, I copy. Roger that, HQ. We're on our way.
What now?
I'm supposed to take you to file.
His
Looks like the time
voice
lock didn't
just
come on long
cracks
as it was
me up
supposed to.
inherently.
And that's my problem. How?
I don't give the orders. They're saying there's a temple there. They think we'll let you turn it on.
Sorry, Sam. We need you to just finish this out. You're our only guy in the area right now.
I'm flattered.
You should be. The 2 Syrian generators you turned on didn't start the time lock.
Hey, I didn't design them.
But we think we figured out the problem.
Let me guess. There's a third generator.
I wish it were that easy. It looks like there's a safety switch on file that prevents the time lock from activating. Kind of like a failsafe.
Fail safe? Is that some kind of vault you keep all your fail in? Because I love you, Quinn.
Oh, fail!
More and more like an app.
That's an
description in
epic
this
fail!
Where is this
Oh,
switch I'm supposed
I'm
to
good.
flip exactly? You don't know, do you?
We know what island it's on.
Glad I'm going into battle with a clear plan.
Here you go. If you need me, I'll be at 20,000 feet, headed the hell away from here.
Love you too.
The only reason that he didn't blow up is that they need him to blow up in the plot after this.
Huh.
Come on. Door is locked. Find a key. I need to get on top of that. And it just ejects me. There we go. It doesn't even count as a secret.
Nope.
Then the game is Secret Sam. It's Serious Sam. No. Is that not working? Is this the only DLC, or are there like
This
more?
is the only one.
Ah, okay.
The only DLC that has ever been made
That's true.
for anything. Ever.
God, I wish. Remember when we could buy games and that was the game?
Miller, I remember when buying a game, man, it was a square plastic thing.
I mean, it is currently still a square plastic thing.
Well, yeah.
It's just that inside that square plastic thing is a little cardboard thing that has a code on it. And that code is what you use to get the game.
Yeah.
Josh says, remember when we had to invent games to play? I do.
Yeah.
Those were the times, you know. Those times where we took, like, really heavy metal darts.
Oh,
and we
God.
thought, let's not throw them directly at each other. Let's try to throw them 15 feet up and then see who they hit.
I've talked about, like, me, my brother, and our neighbor Stevie just playing war in the backyard. I've told that one, right?
I don't think
Nope.
so.
Alright, well, basically, Stevie's family was a bit poor, and for some reason they had a whole bunch of, like, broken chunks of concrete in the backyard. I don't know why, to this day, there were broken chunks of concrete and rebar in the backyard, like it was a war zone or something, but we would go back there and just, like, play war, where we just took little small pieces of concrete and shot them at each other. Like, I don't remember whose idea. Probably Stevie. It was probably Stevie's idea. But that was the whole game. So stupid.
Was that before or after your stand over the sprinkler game?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Stevie also had the stand over the sprinkler game where it was so stupid. We each took like turns like doing, and this was definitely his idea. Doing endurance tests where like the ice cold sprinkler would shoot up, up our bathing suits, and we would try and see who could stand there the longest. It was so stupid. God, he looked exactly like a dark-haired version of Alfred E. Newman. I'm dead serious. Like that.
Maybe he was.
Yeah, maybe he was. He was also the one who introduced me to like how to briefly descramble porn on the cable descrambler box. Like he would do that trick where he would like switch between two channels like really fast, like, and for a second the porn wasn't scrambled. It was like you could almost see like a low quality off color titty. And when you're,
listen, I discovered that phenomenon myself. So,
yeah. And when you're 9, that's like, wow, that's the Holy Grail.
God.
Yeah,
says, Jonas, can you write a memoir?
Yeah, please. No, I remember those scrambled signals and like how, like, late at night I would lock myself in my room and try to squint and discern anything. The thing is, like, every now and then, for like a split second, the picture would sometimes become completely clear. It'd be just like, and I'd be like, and then it was gone again.
Yeah.
In the time that I could gasp.
And it feels like you glimpsed a unicorn or some shit.
It's like, I can see forever.
Yeah. The titty.
And then there was that one night, that one glorious night when the picture stayed clear for like 5 minutes.
God. Brad says, hi Brad. Brad says, real fact, I used a small Sony Trinitron to watch the Ewok movies on the scrambled Disney Channel because the comb filter was so good it basically nullified the scrambling. Nice.
Oh, that's neat.
My grandma had one of those old-time TVs. Remember when Star Wars didn't quite know what it was? You had shit like the Ewok and Droid cartoons and the Christmas special.
Yeah.
We need more of that.
It always knew exactly what it was, which was a merchandise vehicle.
You know, it's so funny to me how, like, at the time Star Wars came out, movie and TV tie-in merchandise was considered such a low priority. Like, it existed. you know, it was there, but it was considered like so low priority and so like that 20th Century Fox was just like, we don't care about it. Lucas, you can keep the rights. And that's why George Lucas is a billionaire today.
Yeah.
Like, the movies made him a tidy little sum. The merchandise made him richer than several gods.
Yeah. You ever see, like, the prequel saga behind the scenes stuff where he's just sort of rolling up to, you know, you can tell he's got his latte in hand and he just does not give a shit. He's completely phoning it in. I think if I knew anyone on my block who had nobody had the broad cable package. Like everybody just had like the basic channels. Nothing really interesting. Of course, for me that was still impressive because like I was, you know, I grew up just watching like, you know, 4 networks. So this, you know, this world of like cable channels where there are actual channels devoted to nothing but sports 24 hours a day. That in and of itself was pretty mind-blowing.
Nice cans.
Excuse me?
On the statue. Hellfire better watch out. This one's stacked like a tree on Christmas morning.
Glad we could find something that could get you interested in history. Wait a second. Does she have wings?
Not where I was looking, but yes.
That's Isis, the goddess of fertility.
I can see why.
We need you to focus, Sam.
Oh, Sam!
Flynn.
Plinth. Her pedestal? You know, in the temple? On the surface.
That's not right.
Well, that's not it.
I miss the old cable TV guide schedule graphics with like the occasional messages from your local sponsor or whatever. Those were cool.
Oh, were they?
Let me find, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, let me see if I can find an example. Like, obviously you don't need these anymore because, you know, TV Guide, etc. Well, not even TV Guide.
Jonas.
Yeah, I know, shut up.
You just think the thing with the thing sauce and then you got the thing.
I do. Anyway, so yeah, this is what it looked like. They were done like using like video toasters or something. And
do people even know what video toasters were anymore?
probably not. Well, I mean, I'm sure some of the older chatters do, but like, yeah, primitive titles, pre-vector raster era. God only knows how the hell it worked. Graphics machines, like really primitive shit.
Just banging rocks together.
Pretty much strings and tin cans. But yeah, they would have these like scrolling schedules, and sometimes I was just enamored of the concept. Like I would just watch and be like, "Wow, that's neat. That's so cool." Oh, look, it's got an announcement from the YMCA or something on it. And I'm like, how do they do that? You know, because I was 7 or 8, and I was easily amused at that point.
YMCA.
Wow, the local city college is opening applications, stuff like that. It's like all this information is being beamed into my television set somehow.
No, Simon says they were just Amigas with a special video.
Oh, was it?
game.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Well, look at Simon being the computer mouse.
Oh, video testers? Yeah.
Good times.
Times I don't think I was around for.
Nope, you would have been like negative 10 for this or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know what programming language Amiga used.
Programming language? My boy. It was
No, it had no,
sort of assembly.
No, it actually. Let's see.
Assembly is a language.
Barely.
Let's see.
I'm back. Did I miss the Anubises yet?
No.
Yeah, apparently a lot of Amiga software is written to directly access the hardware. There's a C library. I guess they list a bunch of stuff, but
Why do they need a C library? What, are they gonna code the waves or something?
they list a bunch of stuff, but I don't know how much of it's like old school and how much of it is like kits that the dedicated community. There's a couple of C flavors, and there's one called Amiga Basic. That's probably the actual.
What do you mean there's different C flavors? The C only has one flavor, Soul.
Oh, I don't get it. Oh, there's a Python flavor.
These are my C minus jokes from a very tired Miller.
Aw, Brody's sleepy. Brody need a hood. Oh my God, Millie needs like a hood with pajama stars on it.
Swear to God, if anybody shows but TFF with some kind of bird hood for me, I am not wearing it. Can't make me.
That would be funny. Put it on your head, you just instantly pass out.
Fall asleep standing up.
I only know one dude who stands the Amiga, and that's Eric Schwartz. I don't know anyone else.
Wait, does he ever stand the Amiga?
Uh-huh.
Like, the Amiga's been defunct for how long?
Oh, shit, like the 2000s, I think? I don't know.
Let's find out.
I vaguely remember seeing them on display at, like, Software Etc. And watching, like, the checkerboard spheres spinning over the funky landscape and with those like VGA graphics, and thinking that was neat.
Let's see if I can find when the Amiga went kaput.
Oh, it was discontinued in '96. Wow, nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2000 sounded a bit too late to me, because I remember thinking of the Amiga as an ancient thing in the 2000s.
I really miss software stores. I know that obviously Steam is infinitely more efficient, of course, but there was something. It was like toy stores, It was like there was a certain joy in discovery. No reviews. Well, I mean, some reviews in the box. No instant transactions. Just big fat manuals. It was a good time.
I cannot figure out where that statue's supposed to be.
The whole game fed on like one 3.5 disc.
Only one disc? You weren't
Well,
playing,
not
like...
one disc.
I was gonna say, you're not playing the fun games so they don't take at least 6 floppies.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. GC is trying to get me to download the Wizardry remake, and I really want it. Thinking about it, it's still in early access. Because that was like one of the first games that me and my dad played together. In fact, it was one of the few games me and my dad played together.
I've talked before about how my dad introduced me to video games through Quake, but he also played Super Mario Sunshine with me when I eventually got that game on the GameCube. And he got so frustrated at not being able to beat one of the earlier bosses that he bought the like Prima strategy guide in 100% of the game just out of spite.
Nice.
Because he wouldn't let it beat him.
Well, you can't.
And that's basically just been how I've lived my life since then. Is there's no force more powerful in my life than spite.
Good. Thumbs up.
Yeah, it's a healthy way to think about it, probably.
Sweat emoji. Anyway. I'm driven by obsessiveness. I'll research everything. In fact, I'm researching that right now.
You're researching.
That's right. Library science.
Oh, right here.
Orange lupus? I don't think that's a real god.
Who said it's a god?
Yeah, well, you know what your face.
Could be the name of a pharaoh.
Alright, I'll do it. Hold on.
Research it, Mr. Research.
I'm getting nothing. Nice.
Okay, that probably doesn't exist then.
Yeah.
Well, look at that, Rick. You can't just run away from this one. The enemies have developed a new technology. Walls that are impermeable to hero.
Is that like how the Master Sword only actually hits anyone who's evil?
I don't think that's how the Master Sword works, but sure.
Well, like, isn't it like if you swing at anyone with your sword in Zelda games and they're not, like, enemies, it'll just go through them?
I mean, yes, but that's all the swords. That's not a special thing of the Master Sword.
Okay, you know what?
That is just a, hey, we don't want, if you swing your sword at somebody, we don't want there to be a hit effect. So we just make it so you don't hit them. But there's no, like, in-game explanation for it.
Ashley, are you seriously you trolling? Did I misspell?
Okay, hang on.
I did misspell it. God damn it. Okay, it's actually real. Fine. You know what? Just
Jonas, you had the gall to doubt our chat.
How dare. How effing dare. god, now we got Goros throwing lock-on green fireballs at you.
What's happening, Sam? Come on, you're my eyes and ears here.
Some kind of stone lozenge just rose up out of the floor. Quinn, what
That's the seal of Isis. It should unlock the door to the next chamber.
Another key? Did I mention how much I like keys? Where do I put this thing?
We think it unlocks something in Abu symbol.
Abu, huh?
Check Natrissa. I've uploaded the coordinates.
Where do I meet the chopper?
So...
There's no chopper, is there?
We can't get anything in or out right now. This is the hottest zone in Egypt.
Fantastic.
We picked up a motorboat anchored about a quarter mile from your location. Try to get it and head to Abu symbol.
You know me. If it floats, I'll make it work. This should help.
What?
Let's just call it my little secret.
She's like, okay, whatever that means. Anyway, don't grab the thing that looks like a gun in that room. It's actually a single piece of refined uranium, and you will die in 30 minutes from the radiation poisoning.
Yay!
Okay, Sam. It's about to get a little hairy.
Harry was my nickname in high school.
I'm not even going to ask.
It's a great story. There's nothing I like better than destroying a place that's already been ruined.
Demon's Curse says, I'm in a mouse moon now. But you guys wanted the mantra so badly. You got so upset at me when I moved away from it.
They're fickle. Well, I could spend some of my copious channel points. Bring it back. Oh, I under watch streak. Oh wait, it's not locked now. Fine, whatever.
Ashley says, don't question the winds of chat. I'm not questioning the winds of chat. I'm not saying why is chat like this. I know why chat's like this. I'm just saying I don't like it.
They're fickle. I didn't say it was on cooldown. I just said it's on Montrose already. I was going to change it back to Montrose, but it was on Montrose.
Yeah. Yeah. How about them?
How about that sports ball?
Yeah. How about it?
How about it?
How about that? Sky, and is the sun? I think.
Sure is up there.
I don't know. I
it's
haven't
just-
seen it in a while.
It's just right up there. Yeah, same.
Which sports ball? The one that everyone had those TikToks about, where it's like the guy with the 15-foot long flexible golf club who hits the ball off of like a ballista.
What?
That sport. I want to know how that sport is doing.
Hey, what are you talking about?
I gave you exactly as much information as I have about it, Jonas.
Oh, yeah.
Here, actually, here's some. Somebody help me. I need to figure out what I'm making for Christmas. Because I think I'm cooking a turkey, but then I also am tasked with bringing some kind of green vegetable thing.
Green chili peppers.
No, I don't think so.
Green chili pepper.
So I was thinking, because last year for Christmas, the thing I got was a mandolin slicer, and I've only used it like twice.
Huh.
And so I'm wondering if I want to make ratatouille, specifically the like movie version, the confit bouillon.
Oh,
I have made that before.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Sorry, go on.
I mean, the way that they make it, it basically just tastes like roasted pepper dip. So,
Ooh, that sounds good, actually. Dang it. Why does it always... Why do these streams always end with me getting hungry?
Yeah, same.
I'm actually a secret Whataburger agent, and I'm trying to force you to buy more burgers. Did you know it is after 11 p.m., therefore you are allowed to buy the breakfast burger right now? You should do that. It's a burger that has a hash brown in it.
man, now I want that.
Miller.
I don't even think there's a Whata... Wait, they're building a Whataburger around here.
Uh-oh. That means you're going to get to try the spicy ketchup.
You know, I'm so annoyed that they put in a Dick's drive-through burger place right across the street from my clinic. Okay, like from it just there's something ironic about that. Then again, when I worked at the outpatient clinic in San Francisco, the main restaurant in the in the hospital cafe was like Panda Express. You know.
I told you there's a hospital near me, and that the center of it is a McDonald's, right? Anyway, but
yeah,
I could
go
do
on.
the comfy bouillon. It would be a lot of work to do, but I could do it and it'd be very nice.
Good.
But it would just take a lot of effort to do. I'm wondering if there's any other suggestions for something that might be simpler. Maybe I could do instead.
Well,
I'm not a fan of green. I'm not a fan of green beans, so I don't want to do that.
All right, well, if it's green. I don't know. Yeah. You could
I mean,
do avocados are green. Well, for a while.
Comfy
Right?
bouillon is not really a green vegetable thing, but like it's still a thing that is, you know, plant-based or whatever.
You could do some kind of like
It's just
baked
better than what
squash
my
kind of.
yeah. Gotta squash something.
Yeah, I mean, squashy kind of stuff is always good for like fall and winter holidays. Maybe like some herbs, something or other.
Roasted Brussels sprouts. Yeah.
You could do some kind of asparagus. You got any asparagus?
So My mother, when I was talking with her about this today, she suggested I make bacon wrapped asparagus, and I'm like, that does not count as a green thing. That does not count as the vegetable dish of the spread if it's bacon wrapped anything.
Bacon's just garnish. It's garnish. It's a spice. I don't know.
Asparagus. I do like asparagus, but I usually just use butter and garlic and lemon pepper.
I like asparagus, but I've never been able to get it right. I've always kind of, I've yet to find that ideal. Like I know, I mean, I've done recipes for asparagus, and I've still screwed it up somehow.
Jonas, do you know how to cook pot stickers in a nonstick pan on your stove?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, do that. It's
Yeah, what?
exactly the same
Is
thing.
it? Okay, fine.
You put some fat in a pan, you let it get hot, you put the asparagus in there, and then you add like a tiny amount of water, and you steam the asparagus for like 8 minutes, and then you finish them off by basically browning them in that fat.
Well, look at you with your useful advice and helpful information stuff.
Yeah.
I've fallen off cooking so much lately. It's not even funny. Like, I'm a halfway decent cook, I think, but I just have not had the motivation at all lately.
That's fair. I've also been kind of bad about that.
Oh, goody! A tourist attraction.
Okay, why is
Did you
that
make
not
it to Apple Symbol?
closing?
Yeah, but looks like Wally World is
I'm mad. Okay, there we go.
Who's out front should have told me.
Excuse me?
Never mind. I got
Ashley
a
is
bunch.
breaking out
Let
some
me in.
tasty
What,
stuff
key
over
card?
there.
Or some high explosives.
Your problem-solving skills never cease to amaze me.
Hey, at least I'm
Balsamic
consistent.
reduction.
I'll
Don't
give you
even.
that.
Why you gotta say these
They may
things?
have something useful there.
Your problem-solving skills never cease to amaze me.
I love balsamic vinegar. It's one of my favorite flavors. Like if there was like balsamic candy, I'd probably eat that.
There's a restaurant near me that does Brussels sprouts in a certain way in their own homemade sauce.
Ooh.
And I remember going there a couple years ago and I was, for some reason, I got an opportunity to talk to the chef or something. And I was asking him like, okay, so what's in the sauce? Like, what is it? Is it like a balsamic something? And he's just like, no, we do a more like fusion thing here, so it's actually soy sauce based, but can't really tell you any more than that because we're actually in the works of getting a patent for it so we can sell the sauce.
See.
So yeah, maybe we could do something with that. Get some roasted and broiled Brussels sprouts with a soy sauce glaze and
Do
sesame
it.
seeds.
Do it. Make it happen.
Excuse me.
There you go. Here.
I mean, Brussels sprouts are a pretty traditional, like, winter holiday vegetable. And I know my mother really likes them.
I never liked them back in the day, but that's because I never had them done properly.
Yeah. I'm the same way with turkey. I've never liked turkey. And it was not until like 3 years ago that I realized, oh, it's because every turkey I've ever had is awful. It was just dry as shit. Turns out it tastes good when you cook it correctly.
I greatly enjoy turkey, but that's because my Jewish grandma really knew how to make it. Like she knew how to do it like proper.
My mother and grandmother have always just done the thing where they buy the turkey from the grocery store, then they take it out of the bag or whatever the hell it's in, put it in the oven for like 9 hours, and then that's it.
Yeah. Good times. That's what Dad's family would do.
And that's why I've told her, I'm like, you're not allowed to make the turkey this year. I'm like, I'm taking it from you, I'm spatchcocking it, I'm adding a bunch of spices to it, we're gonna make it taste good.
Spatchcocking. That's a funny word.
It is. Why can't we just call it split in half? I don't know, ask the French.
I can't... Where am I supposed to go?
I get the key code or key card or something, but like, I don't know where it would be.
I don't know either.
Well, you can't just ask a French person that. You know what happens. They'll like laugh at you and like throw down a baguette and and then ninja vanish.
Not
They
there.
do that.
No, they'll try to say one thing and then they like Office of Language Maintenance will stare them down and be like, "No, you missed like 3 words there. You can't just say spatchcoca. You have to say spatch
Wow.
It's like, what was the thing I saw the other day? They're like, you can't say, because streamer is like a loan word in French, and they just, when they're talking about people who do this thing, they just say streamer.
Yeah.
But then, like, the Office of French Language is like, no, you need to say, person of digital entertainment.
That is so weird. I mean, how? Okay, like the agents just bust down the door, like they do a raid, like how are they gonna stop you? I mean, what the hell?
I can't get in there. I can't get in there. I can't get in there.
You just can't get in.
And it doesn't look like you can get in there.
Says, I remember they tried to make it a closed language. Yeah, that's not how language works.
Yeah, like their word for computer is like adding machine or something like that, or counting machine, something like that.
Yeah, it's very
Well, I mean,
silly to try and lock down a language like that.
that's what computer means. It
Yeah.
means to compute something.
Yeah, no, I mean, yes, broadly speaking, it's correct, but I mean, it's still weird. Hear that, France? I'm calling you out.
Adding machine is too specific in the wrong way. It's like, yes, that's one thing, but like computers do so much more than that.
I thought you were going to say in the wrong hands. I'm like...
In the wrong hands, this adding machine can encode an entire German military's communications.
Oh no!
And then leak it on a War Thunder.
Just
one little yell.
As a treat.
run all the way back. I don't see what to do.
Oh, Rick, we just hit midnight.
Yeah, gonna happen. I run around doing nothing.
Who do we have tonight? Ow. I know.
Jonas, are you stepping on some Legos?
He's doing like a little Lego dance, like back and forth between 2 feet. He's like, ow, 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 ow.
No, if I stepped on a Lego, my misery would be like.
Alright, go back to the military base. Look at the laser turrets. Go to your right. There should be a broken wall leading into the military base.
I saw a broken wall.
Oh, I noticed it earlier, in the tower.
Oh, this way. Okay.
You will find the C4 in here.
Are those the same turrets as in Talos Principle?
Yes.
Yes, they're the same asset. Their effect is a little different because in the Talos Principle they lock on instantly, but in this game they have a bit of a searching time.
Anything else?
Alrighty then.
Alrighty.
Thanks everyone for coming and hanging out tonight as we finish up the main Serious Sam game, and now we're heading on into the DLC. It shouldn't be more than a little bit.
We are rating the slush. Please give the dog pats because they are a good dog and they make good stream. And we will see you next time.
Yeah. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.